Four. What is going on, everybody? Week 10 recap and Thursday night football tonight preview of the Bengals-Ravens. And I want to start off this show by saying two things. A, congratulations, Squawk. You have officially clinched the fantasy football playoffs at 8-2. And Josh, I want to say your team is officially dead.
My team is not good. They probably won't be good. And we're just trying not to get last at this point. We're just salvaging not last place.
Yeah, I'm right there in the middle. I don't think I'm not going to make the playoffs, but I do feel like my team isn't good enough to win it. But we always hope for the best. But it's been a crazy year for not only football and fantasy football. And what we thought was going to be the worst week of football with the schedule the way it looked turned out to be probably the best games that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What was it? It was like 5 walk-offs?
5. Yeah. 5 walk-offs, and then there's a walk-off on Monday night, so that'll be 6 now. Or did they count that whenever they did that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why?
Squawk, how you doing? How's work going?
It's going good. Just got up from sleeping, so fresh, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now.
Do you go in tonight?
Yes, I go into tonight. I also have a coaching game to coach in a couple hours. So.
Basketball, right?
Yeah, basketball.
So, Josh, let me tell you real quick. Squawk is putting these kids through torture. I talked to Squawk yesterday. We were going to record yesterday. And he said, I can't. I have basketball from 3 to 9. We have these. By the way, these are like 5th, 6th, and 7th graders. He's like, we got practice, and then we got a game. 5th grade, 3 to 9 o'clock, practice in a game. Squawk's killing these kids out here.
Yeah.
Josh.
No, practice goes from 3 to 4:30 for my kids. Then the game started at. We have to be there like 5:30, so I just stayed at the school.
Makes sense. Yeah, putting the kids through torture. Child abuse. If anybody knows the hotline number to that, well, his name's Tyler Thompson. Josh.
Yes.
Where you at right now?
We are just outside of Pebble Beach, California.
Did you golf at Pebble Beach?
No. Do you know it is almost? So it's 500. Just for the golf. It's an extra like 200 for the cart. Or sorry, you can't walk or you can't ride. You also have to walk, and you have to get a caddy. You're about $1,000 all in for a round of golf.
And you got to tip the caddy. It's like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then
But my aunt can. He's in Bandon right now.
Yeah, he's in Bandon. That's just as much.
Little bit less, not quite as prestigious.
Yeah.
But yeah. My great aunt and uncle live in the Pebble Beach neighborhood, so they gave us a tour of all the courses because there's Pebble Beach, Spyglass, and Spanish Bay.
Yes, that's awesome.
So yeah, that was spectacular.
So whenever I was kind of lost in life out of Oregon, and before I came, so I lived out. This is before I met you, Josh. I lived out there, and I was gonna go work at Bandon before I decided to move back to Illinois for a little bit. I almost took a job where I would have free living. And I was making $800 a month, free living, free food, making $800 a month, and I got the opportunity to caddy after my hours. Didn't end up doing it. All roads lead a certain way. I probably wouldn't have graduated. I probably wouldn't have moved to Florida. Probably would have met my wife, have a kid, or a different wife and a different kid. Wouldn't have probably met you because I would have been abandoned. That was before. So it's kind of crazy what kind of things happen there.
Oh yeah.
But let's talk football. Let's talk the greatest sport to ever live. And to start it off, we're going to talk about the 2 most boring games I think football had to offer this week. Chicago Bears 16, Carolina 13.
Not much to say there. They both suck.
Squawk, you are a Bears fan. You got to win. This was a must-win for the Bears because the Bears own Carolina's pick anyway. So you win the game. You can tank the rest of the year. And Carolina didn't gain a spot. So Carolina stayed low. Squad, how do you feel?
Get the number 1 spot.
How do you feel about that win? How do you feel about Beijing? Tell me your thoughts. We're gonna have the Chicago.
And Fields is coming back this week.
And Fields is coming back, but you
Fields is
still want to
coming back.
lose. I mean, I guess you're fine.
Still want to lose.
You're gonna have two. You're gonna have 2 top 5 picks. You're gonna have 2 top 5 picks. So I guess you could win because Carolina's not getting on the top 5. Squawk, I'm gonna give you the Chicago minute because I don't want to spend more than a minute on Chicago and Carolina. The Chicago minute. Tell me how you feel. Go.
Yeah, it's the season's not going as what we planned on, but it was a good win. We needed it. It kind of secures the number 1 pick that everybody wants. I see the.
Sorry.
But yeah, hopefully maybe 2 top 5 picks next year, and we can retone our franchise. See what depends on what we do. If we draft a QB and get rid of Fields, or hopefully maybe take Marvin Harrison Jr. I would love to have him paired with DJ.
You're 40 seconds in. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a must for Chicago, I think. Do you want a quarterback or do you want to beef something else up and try Fields one more year?
Ooh.
What do you want?
It depends. I'm always back and forth, really.
What do you want at this moment?
Right now, I want to beef something up and have Fields. You.
And
I was gonna say, is Caleb Williams still the consensus number 1? Like,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Because he hasn't been doing that great.
Let's talk about this because we're going to shift to college football for a second. Who's the best who's the best player?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels by far.
By a mile. Dude is electric. I want him on the Vikings. I'll watch every game. I already
Jaden
do. It'll be more important.
Jaden Daniels is having the most impressive college football season in the last 15, 20 years, and the only person to have a better college season than him, I'm wearing his jersey, Joe Burrow.
I don't even know if that's better. What did he have, like 600 total yards in a game?
Yeah, I mean, that's in a game, but Joe Burrow, and if they projected his total, Jaden Daniels' total for the rest of the year and put it with all the Heismans, and Joe Burrow did outthrow him, had more touchdowns, total touchdowns too, even with rushing. The only thing Jaden Daniels had more was yards. So, but still,
that's crazy.
Still, he's an incredible player. He's better than now. We know that doesn't always translate to the NFL.
No.
So, I mean, Caleb could still be the consensus best quarterback coming into the NFL. I mean, Caleb Williams.
Best pro is probably Penix.
I don't know. I'm so back and forth, and it's so hard to tell.
Bunch of firefighters.
I think personally the best pro is going to be Caleb Williams. I mean, his defense is the.
He can go to the Bears then.
I'm fine with that because after he said he wanted ownership, I don't want to root for Caleb Williams anyway because that's absolutely ridiculous. Like they wouldn't give him a Mahomes ownership. Why are they going to give Caleb Williams, who hasn't thrown a pass, ownership?
There's a good chance he goes back into college and not even want to play in Chicago.
Chicago is a very toxic franchise.
I wouldn't want to even live there.
Yeah, no, Chicago's terrible. All right, anyway, the next boring game, and I don't want to spend more than a minute on this either. India, New England. Actually, we might have to spend more than a minute because Belichick's gone after this year.
I was thinking, how is he still there?
They told us they said
you can't fire Belichick.
Oh, you can fire anybody.
Yeah,
this is a win. This is a win now league. It's a win now.
Nah, you cannot file Belichick.
Well, with how the AFC's going, you can't. I don't think I think I'm gonna squawk on this. You don't fire Belichick, but if you do, you're not winning now. So like that's the only reason why you don't. If the AFC wasn't so stacked, I say fire him and try something. They're out of it. Belichick, give him a good rep leaving. Part ways mutually,
mm-hmm.
and then move on. Where's Belichick going? That's what I want to go to.
Straight to the retirement.
Nope. Yeah, he's retiring.
I've seen a lot of him going to LA and being the Charger.
Oh,
I've seen a lot on it.
I don't think the Chargers even want that.
I've seen a lot on it. So they said he's a big fan of the LA area. He has property down there. They're going to be needing the coach. I'm seeing a lot going to LA.
Yeah,
Scrolling through X.
I don't see it. I see him just retiring.
Well,
Yeah, I
we'll
would
see.
be really surprised if he does. I mean, the Chargers, that just doesn't seem like a good fit.
Well, they're saying he's got the quarterback. He has the second highest paid defense if he moves there. So he's going to have, a defensive-minded coach with a great, the capability of a great defense with a great quarterback. Maybe a year or two.
I mean, if they offered him a job, yeah, maybe, but
Well, if they don't make the playoffs, Brandon Staley's out, and they're outside looking in with two of the best teams, probably two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, two of the better quarterbacks. I mean, Josh Allen's having a down year, but
his schedule is so tough.
Yeah, I don't think.
Can we be on the Josh Allen is no longer a top 5 QB? I'm putting it there.
We can talk about that.
He doesn't do it.
What?
Let's talk about that when we get to it.
Josh Dobbs.
Oh, the Pastronaut? Find how he's playing. Hey.
I mean, Burrow's
Didn't lose to the
back
Broncos, at least.
I mean, top 5 talent. I wouldn't say he's top 5 talent, but if we're going by this year, he's not a top 5 quarterback this year.
I think he's overrated as all hell. Dude can only throw a missile at his wide receivers. Everyone's like, oh, it's a deflection. It's not his fault. Well, maybe if you didn't throw an absolute heater at the dude 5 yards in front of you, he would have caught it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think talent-wise, he is in the top 5, but I think mental-wise and this year he's maybe hovering that top 10 spot.
Yeah. I think the Bills are in a collapse.
Yeah.
Firing their offensive coordinator, whoa.
Diggs.
Yeah.
And you've seen Allen without Diggs versus Allen with Diggs, and I don't think Diggs is going to be. This is the last year.
And Trayvon is like getting out of there.
Trayvon's
Diggs is a prima donna, so let him go.
Trayvon's not wrong either.
No. Yeah.
My favorite game of the week, even though I like to root for Burrow, I love the way that CJ Stroud is playing football. And he's playing this well. Listen to these receivers. I mean, Tank Dell, he's a rookie, not unproven. Nico Collins, running the ball with Devin Singletary, throwing to Noah Brown. I mean,
their best receiver's a tight end.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that. So
name-wise, like
name-wise,
yeah.
Noah Brown is playing out of his mind, but Noah Brown was a name. So he got drafted by the Cowboys, and the only reason why he got drafted it was Ezekiel Elliott told the ownership, you need to get this guy. And they did, and they brought him in the 7th round and didn't do anything, went to the Texans, and he is making his name. Noah Brown's playing phenomenally.
Awesome.
Tyler Boyd.
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd had a big catch and run and then dropped the absolute, like a guaranteed touchdown in the end zone. Had to settle for 3. And then CJ Stroud did what CJ Stroud does, goes down, game-winning field goal. Stroud MVP.
That's what I was going to say. He's in the conversation.
Not just Rookie of the Year, MVP?
Yeah.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah, that's wild.
And
how did they lose? They lose to the Panthers and then
they
go
lost
on this.
The Panthers.
Wild.
Beat the Bucks, and then beat Cincy like that. I think CJ Stroud definitely deserves to be in that MVP talk.
Yeah.
Joey B, tell them to resign. Sorry, I'm reading Bobby's comments a little too late. What's going on, Bobby? Sorry about your Bengals. We're going to talk the game a little bit tonight. If you want to stick with us, we're going to talk after we go through all these games. New Orleans Saints. I don't know why I never thought about this. New Orleans Saints and Minnesota. I am officially 2 for 2 on bets against you two. Me and Squawg had a $50 bet on this one. Josh Dobbs, absolutely electric. TJ Hawkinson, absolutely electric. Josh, Minnesota minute, go.
Yeah, I think the question is, if Josh Dobbs plays like this the rest of the year, do we have to move him into like a starting role? Does he have to be the guy going forward? Because he's pretty young.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones because he's clearly won the locker room over. Like there's no questions asked. The dude is starting the rest of the season.
What about what quarterbacks do we know quarterbacks that are going to be coming in the draft in 2025? Could you hold off another year with Dobbs? My concern is if you do another year of Dobbs, I don't think he's capable of winning a Super Bowl. And Jay Jetta's window will be closing soon.
Here's the thing. He's going to be on a small-ass contract.
Dobbs?
I mean, Dobbs, you're not going to pay him very much. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's how you win a Super Bowl right now.
Right. Build around, build more talent around.
Yeah.
My interesting thing is Burrow and Chase, Higgins is going to be gone after this year.
Yeah.
Burrow and Chase have both stated that they want to play with Jay Jettas again. So
who are they going to have block for him? Nobody at that point. You're going to pay everybody a max? You have a team of 3 superstars and then Squog and I on the O-line?
Maybe, but that's what I'm saying. Jay Jetta window in that doesn't. You know what? That doesn't concern Vikings fans other than losing Jay Jetta about what the Bengals are doing. What I'm concerned about is if they do that and they do screw their O-line over, what's that going to do for Minnesota? I mean, Addison's playing well, but like Jay Jetta, you're losing a top 5 receiver talent-wise in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to leave. I don't think he goes anywhere. And clearly, the GM, he's shown he can make some picks. Like he knows how to build talent. He did it at Kansas City, right? The Blackman guy, I forgot his first name. We have as a corner. He's a rookie. He's playing out of his mind right now. So, not really too worried. I mean, I don't think he's walking anywhere, and if he does, then so be it. That'll alleviate a lot of cap. But I think he signs like probably the biggest wide receiver contract.
Yeah. Well, right now Vikings are sitting at the 7th seed at 6-4. They're 1 game up at the Bucks. So now you got to fend off the Bucks because Bucks have the head-to-head. But that win against the Saints was huge because you're 2 games up on the Falcons, 2 games up on the Saints. Where are the Saints? Oh no, Saints are in the division. So whoever wins the division between Falcons, Saints, and Tampa, you got to be rooting for Tampa to win the division because you have the tiebreakers now over the Saints and Falcons. You just got to hold off the Washington Commanders at this point.
Yeah.
And you have a favorable schedule. Vikings schedule. You play the Broncos next, who haven't played good football, so we don't want to count that as a win anymore.
Nope.
They beat the Bills. They beat the Chiefs in the last 2. You got the Bears, dysfunctional. You got I had to say
Raiders.
You got the Raiders that are, I think that their magic's going to start wearing off. Yeah. Bengals.
I'll be there. That's a win.
Bengals, Lions twice, and Packers. So you have room to lose a couple now with that win right there.
All you got to do is stay within 2 of the Lions, and it's over.
Yeah, that's right.
Won out twice.
Next up, we got Green Bay, Pittsburgh. I'm gonna say it. Jordan Love did not look as bad this game.
He's still bad.
He's still bad.
Yeah, he's still bad, but he looked better. And this was a good Steelers defense. Just couldn't get the win. Jaylen Warren went off 101 rushing yards. I think they're finally splitting, which is nice. Pittsburgh still winning games.
6-3.
Yeah, 6-3. Huge loss for Cincy. Pittsburgh and the Browns won. Pittsburgh has kind of like their true test that they're going to make the playoffs because they play Cleveland and Cincy the next 2 games. If Pittsburgh wins one of these 2, I think they secure their spots in the playoffs.
I think they do just because Watson being out, and now they have the rookie for Cleveland.
But Browns have been playing good ball. They've won games without Watson in the lineup.
They win with defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they win with defense, but
Watson is out for the season, but Steelers I mean, after they play those two teams, they go Cardinals, Patriots, Colts. Those got to be 3 wins there. And then
Has
they
to
have
be.
Bengals, Seahawks,
Have
Ravens.
to.
But that you win 2 of these 3, and you go 7-4. You're looking at 8-4, 9-4, 10-4, and then you have 3 tough ones. So you've shown you can win some games. You know, you already beat the Ravens. You did beat the Browns with Watson. You beat the Raiders when they were playing well with Jimmy Garoppolo. You 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 lost a bad one to the Jags, but Steelers, if they win one of these 2, I think they got to go to the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Who they play with? Green Bay. Green Bay. I think you're getting closer and closer to you're going to take a
Fire sale.
quarterback. Yeah, I
That
do
whole
too. But they
team's
are very young,
dog
so you
water.
have stuff to look for.
I think, yeah, they're very young. I don't think they get rid of anybody, but they need. Love is not the answer like they thought.
No.
That wasn't even the
Um,
answer in college.
yeah, I don't think it was that impressive either.
Yeah, I
Utah
don't think
State
so.
was he balling out in a Mountain West stick?
Yeah, great. Uh, Tampa Bay 20, Tennessee 6. I am officially, I've already said this 8 times, officially done with Tennessee. They are
Yeah.
trash. They are garbage.
Yeah.
Will Levis, he had that one good game. I don't, nothing special. Just going to be a
Nope.
quarterback. Baker Mayfield looked all right. Rushing for both teams. When you get outrushed by the Buccaneers with how bad their rushing has been, you're not good at football.
No.
Derrick Henry, you're done. You're not
Washed.
24 yard.
Yep.
I only know that because I betted for Derrick Henry to get 25 yards, and he got 24. And I
That
was.
has to suck.
He had 25, and then he got. I think his last run was a tackle for loss.
Wow.
So,
Mike Evans had a funny drop in the end zone and then come back with a nice touchdown. So glad to see him get on the board. But I don't have much to say about this game either. Both teams non-playoff factors. Tennessee, Mike Vrabel. Here's an interesting thought. Mike Vrabel, next coach of the Patriots.
Shit.
yeah.
You're moving from about the same team to the same team.
But
Yeah.
he
You're
was
both
a
just
longtime
lacking
Patriot.
talent everywhere.
He's a longtime Patriot. He, I don't know, good coach. They're gonna hire. He's probably gonna be let go in Tennessee. He had his window. Window's now gone. Window's now closed. He's gonna be looking for a job. Why not?
No, I wouldn't be
Why
surprised
not?
if they did, but
I mean,
just
yeah,
I guess the way the hiring has been trending, you got to be a young, flashy coordinator to get a new job now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, make him go be a defensive coordinator somewhere. Maybe in New England.
Yeah,
They're nice
he needs to
young
be.
defense there.
Yeah, he could go be in the Chargers with Bill Belichick. They'll reunite, and that could be a good defense.
I've said this once. I said this 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. The Brock Purdy slander's got to be done. 34-3, they whipped my Jags.
He seems like he's a product, though, because if he doesn't have all of his weapons, the dude's
Yeah,
nothing.
Debo is back. Yeah.
But here's the thing. When Debo is a type of player, and I've said this to both of you, Debo is the type of player that you were writing 75% of your offense on him moving around. When you take that out of your offense, you're limited. You take away anybody's top option, you're limited.
I don't.
You're limited.
I don't know.
How are you not? Tell me.
I don't know if he the top option.
Receiver.
Seems like Ayuk is definitely
Right.
the.
See, I thought Ayuk, but I know I get because
You said
last week, Debo. It's the type of guy that you can move everywhere, and defense has to watch.
He had a total of 79 yards.
But did you not see him and he had scored touchdowns? Do you not see him moving that whole game?
He had the ball 7 times.
But it's not just that. he runs one way, the defense shifts with them, and then they go another way. It just him moving around and how big of a threat he is.
I don't know.
I mean, he had a 23-yard touchdown. He had his receptions were terrible. Oh wait, sorry. He had a
All of it was
9-yard.
terrible.
Yeah, he moved, but him in the offense. Look how much everything else opened up. Without Debo, Brock Purdy was a 3 for 5, 3 touchdowns, 5 interception ratio. Then comes out and has a 3 touchdown game, 19 for 26, 296 yards. Kittle balled out. The offense with Debo in it, Debo was that big of an X factor for that offense, even though he only had 79 yards and a 34-3 win. They didn't even play the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the slander. I'm tired of it.
How about
Purdy-
we talk about, besides Debo, the most important thing, the touchdown streak being oval?
That is upsetting because, I have McCaffrey. I did end up winning, but I have McCaffrey in fantasy. I bet him every week touchdown. It's profitable. So I just that they tried everything they could too,
Yeah,
but the whole
yeah.
stadium knew where the ball was going.
I think they should have let him get the touchdown. The game was oval.
No, you don't.
I know.
Getting beat 34-3, you don't let someone score 7 more points on you just so someone has a streak.
I know, but I'm just saying.
That's
Squad, this isn't Make-A-Wish.
It could have been.
The game of the day, Cleveland 33, Baltimore 31.
wild.
That was crazy because Watson starts off 1 for 9 with an interception, and then it looked like the game was over. Baltimore had a 14-point lead, and then just like C.J. Stroud threw one to let Cincinnati back in the game, Lamar Jackson threw a very bad pass and let Cleveland score. I just have no reason why Cleveland should have won that game, and that does screw with the Bills and Bengals' chances of making the playoffs too.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Watson's out, the Browns are now in a good position to make the playoffs. Hell, good position to maybe win the division if they just keep riding off wins of that defense.
Myles Garrett is
Garrett's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Does that hurt any of your guys' confidence of the Baltimore Ravens being the best team in the AFC?
Oh, yeah.
Who's the best team in the AFC?
In the AFC, you got probably the Chiefs.
Okay. Who do you think, Josh?
Those divisional games, especially AFC North, you just throw everything out the window.
Do you
Because
think
the
Ravens are still
Steelers will
best?
probably go beat the Browns in the next game. And then you'll be like, what the hell?
Do you
And then
think
they'll
that
lose to the Ravens.
Do you think that the Ravens are still the best team in the AFC?
I think the AFC is, it's good. I don't think there's a real, definitive front runner. The Chiefs, until they lose, are the best team in football, right? Because they're the defending champs.
Yeah.
Until someone beats them.
They did lose 2 weeks ago.
Well, no, until someone dethrones them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this season, Chiefs 7-2, Ravens 7-3, Jags 6-3, Dolphins 6-3, Pittsburgh 6-3, Cleveland 6-3. It's so tight. I mean, you're all the way down to your 11 seed is 5-5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. So you're down to your 14 seed is 5 losses. It's
Wild.
It's basically a 3 game from top to 14. Then you got your Titans and your Patriots.
Yeah.
I want to say that the best team is probably. I don't know if I go away from the Ravens yet. I still think the Ravens are the team to beat this year in the AFC, if healthy. That's what I'm sticking with. That's what I'm sticking with. I said it probably. I think I said it when they beat the Lions with Josh. They're the best team in the AFC. I'm sticking with it, even with that loss. You're allowed to make a mistake. This is pro football. You ain't gonna beat every team like that. Arizona, 25. Atlanta, 22. Kyler Murray's back. Kyler Murray didn't look impressive, but didn't look bad. His throw to McBride to get them in field goal position was a huge bailout by McBride, but Kyler did have an awesome scramble right before that. Good to see the Cardinals win. Good to see Kyler back. I think it makes football a little more fun, especially in that late window when the game you coming in you thought was going to be Clayton Tune versus Taylor Heineke turned out to be a fun little game and a game-winning field goal. Thoughts on the Cardinals moving forward? Are we? I know we probably need to see a little more. Are we on the Kyler is going to get traded? Or are we Kyler is going to stay as the franchise quarterback there? What's your guys' thoughts?
Man, I don't know. I think you have to stick with him if he continues to win games. I mean, he hadn't played in a year and he looked good, right? If you're going to win games, you don't just trade the guy. Also, I don't know who's going to trade for him.
There's some teams that probably take him.
Too many injuries, but he's been like Josh said. If you keep on winning games, you can't get rid of him.
Well, if you are Cardinals, you're out of the playoffs. You're not making it. Do you want to win games?
Well, I mean, either that or your coach is probably going to get canned.
I think Gannon would have another year with Kyler being hurt most of the season, and you had the number one pick for a little bit to get Caleb Williams. I just don't know if you want to win too many games, and Kyler is going to win you a couple of games.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, but to be honest, he didn't play super well. It's not like he was out of his boots there.
Yeah, no, he did not play that well. He was 19 for 32 with 249 yards and an interception. So, I mean, it wasn't great, wasn't bad. Like I said, he
wasn't great. Well, how much rushing though?
Good question, Squibs. He had 6 for 33. So again, not 5 yards of carry, but not great, not bad. He had a touchdown. He looks so funny out there running though.
Yeah, he's the same height as me. It's like, dude, you're a tiny person playing in the NFL.
Yeah. What do you think? Last question about this game. His KD is in Call of Duty after the win.
He's gonna plummet. Maybe if he watch some tape.
Yeah, you gotta watch tape.
Probably. I said the Cleveland-Baltimore was the best game. That's probably the best game in the morning. The best game overall, Detroit, LA, where defense was optional. That game was awesome. So much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Really was hoping they would have lost.
I don't think Detroit wins the Super Bowl or gets to the Super Bowl. I still think they're the best overall team, but they got defensive issues they got to figure out. And I think that's where you secondary. That's where you lose is your defensive issues. But their offense is electric. David Montgomery, Chicago just wasted a couple years with him. He looks great. Gibbs looks great. Goff can make us three score touchdowns.
Yeah, their O-line is really good.
Yeah, the O-line is probably the best in the league.
Yeah,
if not,
he had so much time, and that's against an incredible D-line from the Chargers.
Did you see that little slip touchdown he threw to? I think it was Brock Wright. It looked like they were running the ball or something, and Brock Wright was blocking, and all of a sudden he just slipped through and just threw it. That was a beautiful touchdown. Beautiful play.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I think Detroit makes the NFC Championship. I just don't think they make it out. I'm gonna say they make the NFC Championship, but they lose.
Okay. Who do they beat to get to the NFC Championship?
Well, let's look at the standings right now.
I know Cowboys, Eagles, 49ers.
Okay.
Vikings, drop them in there. Pasternot's going to take us right to the championship.
Okay, Vikings, whatever.
Yeah. Well, at the 2 seed,
they're not winning the playoff.
Yeah, at the 2 seed, you're going to play the Vikings.
Oh, that's an easy L for the other guys.
I think Detroit's going to beat the Vikings. Then you've got to play You're either going to play the Saints. Right now, if it was right now, Saints, Cowboys, Cowboys and 49ers are playing each other right now, as of right now. So they get to beat up on each other. And then the Saints play the Seahawks at 4-5. Let's say that the Cowboys knock off the Saints. The Cowboys knock off the 49ers. They go to Philly.
And
then
get just mollywopped.
Then Detroit hosts the winner of the
know
Saints and
about
Seahawks.
Cowboys will always choke with Dak Prescott
And-
as their quarterback.
Dak
Saints-
is playing really good right now.
Oh, anybody plays good against the fucking Giants.
Yeah.
Not just
That
game,
team,
the
that
other
team
games,
should
too.
be a Division I college football team.
They're bad. They're bad.
It's
bad at
horrible.
football. Cowboys won 49-17. Dak again looked impressive, but
CD
I
Lamb
don't-
looked impressive.
yeah, but Squad, I don't think it's hard to not look impressive when you're playing Tommy DeVito.
Yeah.
I know that, but if you take away from this game, I mean, I don't like the Cowboys. Don't
The
get
the two times they've played a decent team, 42-10 they lost to the Niners, and then they lost to the
Okay.
Eagles.
They lost to the Eagles, but they only lost to the Eagles like by what, a touchdown, and they had a chance to tie it.
I don't know. Squad, when I'm
Their
looking at-
ending games are not easy. Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions.
Yeah. I could always see the
Pretty good.
Cowboys.
Except for
lose
the
out.
Dolphins, will probably. I mean, that game might just be who plays worse against each other.
Yeah, Dolphins can't beat a good team either, so they might tie.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Be awesome.
Washington, Seattle, that was a fun game.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
Again,
one.
like Riverboat Ron, we need a new nickname for him. How
Go
about,
for it. He's like, your team isn't that good. If you're in the spot to win
Yeah.
it there, you're probably gonna win it either there or not win it.
I don't know. Do you try to lose though? Because you kind of
They lost anyways.
I mean,
they lost
they were
anyway,
only
but that's why I said you go for
they were
it.
only a
like the
game out,
Texans did last year.
but they were only a game out of the Josh Dobbs led Falcons or Vikings. I mean, Josh Dobbs is electric and he's probably the best quarterback in the league, but
Yeah.
you're only a game out. That loss right there puts you 2 out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of Riverboat Ron, we just need to call him like Lazy River Ron or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
the only water he's doing or only boat he's doing is getting I don't even know. I just sound stupid trying to make an analogy right now. He's not a gambler.
He used to be, and then all of a sudden, all the analytics came out, and he's like, "I'm gonna go against them all. We're not doing none of that."
But this is like all year he's been doing this.
Yeah.
All year.
Yeah.
The biggest stinker, the third biggest stinker, Raiders 16, Jets 12. Jets had a chance to win the game on a Hail Mary that was going to get caught by Garrett Wilson, except their tight end, CJ Uzomah.
He's playing
said, "Nah,
defense.
dog." He was playing defense, good defense. He got recorded as a pass defense there. So, but that game was just not fun. I turned it off.
Yeah.
Turned it off and went to bed. Watched the
At least
highlights in the
it was
morning.
my upset pick. I'm glad I got that right though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the Raiders as well. Yeah,
5-0 this
the
week,
Jets.
last
It's so
week.
sad to watch them because they have so many weapons, but nobody wants to play for Zach Wilson.
Rodgers has reported that he is going to be back with the team full time around Thanksgiving. That's eyeing an early December return.
Yeah, I was talking to my great uncle. He's an orthopedic surgeon, and he couldn't even fathom that Rodgers was walking or even considering playing football. 10 weeks, 11 weeks after it.
He's just gonna smoke that ayahuasca, baby, and get on the
Oh
field.
yeah. Hey, if it
No
works,
pain. Yeah.
he probably blows it up again 10 plays in.
Yeah.
Denver beat Buffalo 24-22.
That's a good game.
Russell
The
Wilson.
Bills are
out.
frauds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're done. Bills.
They
I said it.
They got exposed.
I said it last week. I even said it to my brother-in-law, who's a huge Bills fan. Is it time to say that the Bills are not going to make the playoffs? He said, "Oh no, they're fine. They came on that one year, the 2021, when they went to the championship and lost, or AFC championship and lost." I'm going to slow down now. went to the AFC Championship and lost against the with the 13 seconds left of the game that probably should have won. This is about the time they turned it on. They went on a run, and they ended up making the AFC Championship. I don't think that's the case this year. I think they're done.
I think I said it last week because you asked me that question. I said they're still in. Watching that game, they might be done.
Yeah, you had to win this.
That was a must-win game, and they lost.
This is a must-win game, yeah, for sure. Also, the 12 men on the field after it looked like Sean Payton was trying to lose the game. The rush the team on and kick the field goal like that, missed it.
Wild.
Just kicked the field goal with the Bills had no timeouts left. They weren't going to be able to do that 13-second miracle where the Chiefs had 2 timeouts left and ended up winning because you had to go out of bounds. Damar Hamlin was the 12th man on the field too. Did you see that?
Yeah,
I did not see that.
I saw something. Oh, it was funny. Oh, he lost all chances at comeback player of the year because he cost them pretty much a season. I mean, that was a season-ending season. That was a season-costing loss right there.
Yeah.
Season-costing flag.
Yeah. What has switched in the Broncos? It's like they just turned it on all of a sudden.
Sean Payton's good. Sean Payton's a good coach.
Yeah, just took half a season
They have
to
a
get
good
there.
team on paper, but
yeah, and their defense is back. Their defense looks great. Denver.
They need to stop talking about Jerry Jeudy. That guy, he's not it.
No.
Don't know why he's always the one that people like. Cortland Sutton is miles better than him.
Cortland Sutton's having the game of the season I thought he was going to have last year when I drafted him for $19, and but he's having a good year. I like Sutton a lot. Kansas City wins their bye week this week, right? Ravens lost. Jags
So did
lost.
the Dolphins.
they don't even play. They keep on winning.
Yeah, Dolphins won their bye week this week.
Yep.
Yeah, Jets and Buffalo lost. The Rams.
Everyone lost.
Yeah, Rams lost their bye week. And Eagles, I don't think either won or lost. They're just chilling.
Yeah,
I don't think that matters. Let's talk tonight's game.
Maybe a loss since the Lions won.
Nah, I think they're chilling. They control their own destiny. They do have a tough schedule coming up. I mean, they didn't win I don't think they win or lost. Like theirs doesn't matter because like they already beat the Cowboys. I mean, the Lions. They're still the first seed. They're still the first seed.
They've got to get past these next 5 games. Stretch here is probably their hardest 5.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles are in the playoffs. Like there's no doubt about it. Like
How
they
can the number 1 seed, home field advantage?
They do, and playing in the link is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk tonight's game. Let's end on a couple of games ourselves. Who do you guys got tonight? Bengals or Ravens? In Baltimore.
I got the Ravens because T. Higgins ain't playing again.
Marlon Humphrey's not playing though. That's huge
he's not playing? That's
huge for the Ravens defense. Jamar Chase is already 24/7, 7-11 guy. No Marlon Humphrey, no T. Higgins. I don't know, man. It's tough. I mean, it's the AFC North, like we said. I think it's going to be a slugfest. Yeah. I wore the Bengals jersey today because I think the Bengals are good. It's a must win for the Bengals. This is a must win.
I'm not playing Burrow in fantasy, though.
I wouldn't. I think this game's going to be a very low-scoring game. Not very low-scoring. I'm going to say it's like a 24-17. What's what?
I think it's going to be high-scoring.
I took the under.
Ooh.
Squawk.
Is Squawk taking an over?
I'm thinking about it. I was
No.
thinking about it.
Let's put it in.
Let's put it in.
Squawk's taking the over. I'm
What?
counting right here.
What? I said I was thinking about it. There could be other games. I haven't looked.
I'm putting it in for right now. Let me know before game time if you want me to take it out.
Okay.
It is officially in. Right now we have me and Will took the under. Squawk took the over. I've thought about multiple times switching the under. I just don't like too many unders this week. And I think we've been pretty good at the unders, but like going through these unders, Chargers Green Bay, 43 and a half.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm taking Steelers Browns. Just give whatever the number is. I don't care.
Okay, I'll put it in 34 and a half.
Sure, sounds nice.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm expecting both of those teams to score like 13 points.
I'm putting it in for you. I might change my under for tonight too.
And now you're changing it?
Well, that Chargers Browns look bad. I took the Jags over. Just go ahead and say it was 40 and a half against the Titans. I think that they can muster up a 24-20 win. Or
I don't think the Titans are scoring more than 7.
well, then I hope the Jags score 30.
You never know with that team. Either they're real hot or they're duds.
Yeah.
I've taken the. I'm not touching the Titans anymore after losing 3 underdogs because of them. So
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm just taking it because I hope the Jags just pounce and score 40 on them. I just don't like
Bold.
too many unders.
Panthers ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these. Like the unders I like are just they're set too low. Like New York and Washington 36 and a half.
Eagles Chiefs Monday night is probably not a bad under either.
No,
Monday night games are always kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine. I'm keeping it on that.
My over on that one, really.
Another thing for the game tonight, Joe Burrow as an underdog against the spread is 20-3. 20-3.
All right,
Straight up, not against the spread. He's when they're under. Oh yeah, sorry, no, against the spread he's 20-3. That's right. Let's end it on a couple games. First up, we got the Weddle. I think this is. I'm the king of this game. I've been winning it a lot. Squawk. I'm choosing you. You get the first player. Or here, I'll go first player.
Okay.
So that way, you guys, everyone gets a chance. I'm
you
NFC receiver under 26, tall, and it can't be AFC North. So Squawk, you're on my screen. It goes me, Squawk, Josh. Let's just go in a rotation.
Okay, taller than 5'11".
Yep.
We'll go with on an NFC.
Yep.
Let's go with we'll go CD.
CD.
There we go.
Squawk. What a pool.
That is
right.
exactly who I was thinking.
All right, so Squawk, you won it. So start us off on this one.
Okay, let's go with Max Crosby.
Mad Max. This is a defensive player in the NFC. Lower number than 98, younger than 26, and it's an NFC offensive player. Or sorry, defensive.
Do Devin White.
Devin White. This is a linebacker, not in the NFC South, younger than 25.
Wow.
NFC East. NFC West.
It's kind of low.
I'm gonna go Jordan Brooks. Oh no, smaller than 45. I think Jordan Brooks is 56. I'm gonna go the what's the guy? Alex Alonso from. Nope.
On the.
Because I know he was 34.
Oh my God, he's got like a single-digit number.
Yep, he's NFC West or NFC East squad linebacker.
I'm thinking Michael Parsons, but I don't know. Don't know what number he is.
He's 9, right?
Yep. 11. Micah Parsons. So not Micah Parsons.
Age.
NFC West, 24-year-old. NFC West.
Oh Christ.
I got a couple in mind. I have a Seahawk and a Cardinal in mind.
Who's your Seahawk in mind?
I just don't know their number. Well, I'm playing the franchise with Seattle and Madden,
helps.
so they have a couple of young guys.
24. Probably like second year, third year, right?
Yeah, probably second year, I'd say.
I mean, I'm drawing a blank on linebackers in that. Throw up your guess.
All right, I'm gonna go Boy Mafe from the. Oh,
Mm.
so not
Wow.
Seattle. His number's too high. So it's gonna be. I just can't think of the guy's name. I think it's. Do you know Squad? Anybody from any of these teams?
Not real. No, not real. Not from the.
Zaven
Not
Collins.
from the West.
That was my other one.
Zaven
Zaven Collins. This is the guy I trade for in franchises. It's the guy that
Nice.
when Jeff Squawk and Madden, when Jeff was winning the Super Bowl, this is the guy that came off the edge every single time. He's like the Vontaze Burfict of Madden. When I found Vontaze Burfict like 65 overall, this guy's like a 75 overall, and he's unstoppable in Madden.
Okay.
I only got that because of Madden. Okay. Last game. This is Squawk has gotten 2 straight immaculate grids, Josh.
Really?
2 straight immaculate grids. Do we want to let Squawk cook again?
Let him cook.
Squawk cook.
I'm gonna try. Let's go for right, like always. Let's go with LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's a dub.
Ricky Williams, get that joint.
That's a dub. Oh, if I can spell Williams. Now there's multiple Ricky Williams here. It's got to be this one, right? 99 to 2011, yeah.
Then what? Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Just let us know if you tap out.
Panthers, Chargers. I think they have an offensive lineman. But I can't think of the guy's name.
Josh, do you have any players?
Trey Tom.
For some reason, Calvin Benjamin is coming to mind here, but I don't know.
I don't know if he played for the Chargers.
I don't think he played for the Chargers. Actually, what is that? Ted Ginn?
Ted Ginn for this one right here?
I don't know.
I know Ted Ginn played for the Panthers with Cam, but I don't know if he played for the Chargers.
He played a lot of teams, yeah.
Did he play for the Dolphins?
Did you play for the Dolphins?
Saints.
I think so. I have one right here. You want me to use it or no?
If you want, go ahead.
I mean, I have one for this one right here.
Oh, you have one?
For this
Oh,
one,
and if you got it.
Yeah. Come on, let's get the perfect here.
Robbie Anderson.
Oh,
Robbie Chosen, yeah.
I'm gonna look up real quick Ted Ginn
Island
team
boy.
just to see if we hit it. If he's on any other one, I'm looking for Panthers Dolphins. He did play for both Panthers. Yeah, Panthers and Dolphins. So Ted Ginn would have worked there.
Is it raining?
It's pouring here.
Oh, there's a big old school bus.
What
behind us.
is that lineman that played for? Is it Tri-Tonal?
Trey Turner? Oh, I don't know. I know who you're talking about. Which one though?
For the Panthers charge.
We could try it. That's TRAE, right?
TRA something I maybe.
Oh no. Right here. You want to try it?
Let's go for it.
Nice pool.
Nice.
Josh, you should know this one. Got hurt this year. Quarterback for the Giants. Not Daniel Jones.
Tyrod
Taylor. Got stabbed in the ribs in St.
Dude's the unluckiest guy in history.
New York and Miami. Was it Plexico?
Did Plaxico? I think Plaxico played for Steelers in New York.
No, I thought he played for Miami.
We could try. I know he played for the Steelers.
You know, he played for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking. I thought he played for my.
Yeah. Because this one is the backup running back,
Oh,
Matt Breida.
Yeah.
We got one more, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I want to see if anyone else can guess this. Let me give a big hint. Panthers. Whenever I think this might have been right before Cam or during Cam, one like night game ran for like 300 yards on the ground. I think it's the record.
D'Angelo Williams?
D'Angelo Williams squad. And we are immaculate.
Let's go.
And we are immaculate. Record rushing team rushing in a game. I'm pretty sure it's the record. Nope, the Giants got it. 473. Not even close. 423. Where did they do it at? Panthers did it. Wow, they're not even on the list. I thought that they were like close to the record. I just remember watching that game. I was like, "Holy shit!" They came up a nosebleed. All right, before we go, predictions. I want your prediction on the winner and the score tonight. What we got, Josh? Who you got? Winner and score.
Bengals by 3, 24-21.
Bengals 24-21. Squad. Who do you got?
Ravens 27-24.
I'm gonna take Bengals. I'm gonna say 24-13. I think they kind of handle themselves. They know it's a must win. They control the ball, control the clock.
You got the Ravens only scoring 13?
I do, Squawk. I do. I do.
Just talking about how Lamar might be in the MVP category last week, and now
Hey, Squawk. Everyone's got to lose a game. Everyone's got to have a
they
good
lost
game.
last week.
And he played great. I got the Bengals. I got the Bengals taking care of business tonight.
Okay.
Fam, we'll see you all later. Enjoy your Thursday night. Have some fun watching this game. And next week will be Thanksgiving week, and we're going to have a crazy, crazy, crazy week, which we will have to record before Thursday next week.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Tuesday. Get it over with, get it out of the way on a Tuesday. I'm off next week, so I can do any time. I don't care who records with us, but
I'll be off on Tuesday.
We gotta talk Thanksgiving football because I put the most crazy parlays in. I put in 3 single game parlays. I put in a parlay for the whole Thanksgiving day, and I just sit there and just feast on my Thanksgiving football. So
Just love it.
all right, have a good night, fellas.
Adios.
All right. See you.